Hey everyone, welcome back again. This is my second sketchbook tour. This is the last sketchbook I have that's like just fully completed right now. I don't really have a backlog, really. This one I would say is about completed around a year ago. As for video quality, I'm hoping to finish the intro animation I've been working on, but for now we're gonna still have no intro. Totally sucks, but whatever. Again, just another DaVinci sketchbook, spiral bound. This one I'm hoping you'll see is more kind of densely filled compared to the last one. It's still nothing in comparison to my current work, but I hope you'll enjoy. Again, this is probably going to flop around a bunch because that's just how I roll, but here we go. This is a loose page, which I won't be going over because it's not even from the sketchbook, but if you want to look at it, here we go. This first page is very chaotic. There's some free run stuff, because again, I tend to draw whatever anime I'm watching. And then a lot of eyeballs from Naruto, specifically, because I was watching it and I noticed how much I enjoyed the stylization and the variation in the eyes. This page is just some tallying stuff. Don't worry about it. How to Train Your Dragon has always been a big part of my life. I adore it in pretty much every aspect. So every now and again, they'll pop into here, into my sketchbook, into whatever I'm drawing. We have some Toothless, because of course we do. A Natter, and then also drawing my own dragons. This is an ink spewer, and you'll probably see more of it. It's based off BU. I try to do things that relate to my OCs, even when it's not exactly about my OCs. This is another page super OC focused. We have Casper, if you remember him from the last book, he's my inventor. Another thing of him, I had to cover up a couple places with stickies because I just did not like him. Some BU drawings, these are my twins Elijah and Amy. And then this one is adorable, it's probably one of my favorite sketches in this book. It is BU and Asher, and BU is hoisting up her skinny twig boyfriend. Then we have another drawing of Elijah again, but with his adoptive mother, Serena. There's another Serena drawing along with her monsters. Serena's gimmick is she's sort of the mother of monsters of this universe. I was trying to draw definite face shapes, and while you can see them, I have definitely added more variation since then. I think the biggest differences are probably Cole and BU over here, but there are some other ones that I need to get into. Sometimes I dabble in pencil crayon. It's cool, it's colorful, it's nice. I do really like BU's face here, and I enjoy Susie here, and her pose feels quite dynamic. Asher looks a little off character to me, but I do like the expression. This was a plan for a metallic dragon I made out of spoons. It's massive, it's like at least a foot tall. It's very heavy and shiny and pointy. This is another drawing of that ink spewer dragon that I was mentioning before, based off BU, very insectivore-y. And then a lindworm, because I was watching Overly Sarcastic Productions, and there was a myth video about lindworms. This is a full drawing kind of the ink spewer. I didn't copy the wing pattern onto this side because I was just tired, but I think it has kind of two wings similar to cloud jumper species. I can't remember the name right now, and it's gonna bug me forever. But this is the ink spewer. This is another OC of mine. He does not show up a lot alongside the other character in his universe. They're the only two characters who are not part of the same story as everyone else. But his name is Rowan, and this is kind of him inserted into Naruto. Back to my other OCs, we have another Amy drawing, and then we have some interaction, because I've been trying to do that a lot more, and create interacting characters and such. We have Asher and Trix here. I really enjoy Trix's side profile here, and I think Asher is also pretty cute. We have a Casper and a June, and then we have another June and a Cole. These two are masters of their craft. June is an expert tattoo artist, and Casper is a crazy good inventor. He makes prosthetics, and I love him, and I just, he's so cute. This is also a very cute drawing. I want to get it across that June is, like, one of my tallest characters, and that should never be forgotten. And these two are some of my only characters with degrees. Cole has a doctorate, and so does June. Does Cole deserve his doctorate? Oh. This is a BU, but as a satyr. This was for a D&D campaign I did with some friends, and BU was a bard. Okay, so I watched all 10 seasons of Naruto Shippuden when I was filling out this sketchbook, so there's quite a few Naruto drawings. This is a redesigned Naruto. I tried to make him look very, like, I don't know, I really wanted to get across this, like, kind of Jinchuriki vibe. I wanted the Jinchurikis to look more special. I was really upset that they were just in the same outfit as the rest of their village. This is the Uzumaki symbol alongside his whiskers that is repeated all throughout. I have a nine-tail here, and he's just big and bulky, and I think it's adorable. And then I made Sasuke a slut, because he is. I don't really love his face. His face is eh, but I always enjoyed his slutty little open chest thing. And I wanted to keep that. Kakashi is one of my favorite characters from Naruto. I prefer when he's depressed. I love you. I'm so sorry. I love Anbu Kakashi. I love his trauma. I love everything about him. So I think he would probably keep his Anbu design because he was in it for the longest period of time we've almost ever seen anyone be in Anbu. And then this Sakura design, I like it. I don't know. It could be better. I think Sakura is a very divisive character, and she deserves much better than what she got. I tried to give her more medical need looking stuff and also bulk her out, but I still feel like I didn't do enough. If I were to ever rewrite Naruto, the first change I would make is never let Sakura and Sasuke get together. She deserves better, and so does he. Tiger drawings, because a friend of mine talked about tattoos of them. Same friend talked about a scorpion tattoo. These are kind of blank pages. I'm not happy with this. I don't like leaving this much paper, and I would never accept it nowadays, but you get what you get. This is a character acting kind of challenge. It's where you make your character try to spell their name with their body. And depending on how, like, extroverted or, silly that character is, they might put themselves into it more or not. This is actually a drawing done by my mom. I drew June as a base and told her to draw June an outfit. I think it's very lovely. This is a drawing done by me of another character, Irene, in an outfit. I always struggle with Irene's outfits, but I really enjoy this one. Love the shoes, and I keep drawing these shoes on Irene. This is when I was watching Epic. I love Epic. I come back to it all the time. It's such a good musical. And I love the artists involved with it because it's such an art-heavy community. This is Hestia, because I was upset that, if I were to draw the Olympians and design each of them, I would have to start with Hestia. She's the first. Anyway, her main symbol, her animal symbol is either the boar or a pig. She's the goddess of the hearth, so I made her stomach a hearth. I tried to give her this, boar piggish hands and huff feet, wild, scrunkly hair. She has an axe to chop down wood to keep the hearth burning. She is just so homely and sweet, and I love her. Oh, look, we have to flip again. Who would have guessed? There is a Trix and a June. I think Trix is protecting June in this situation. I don't know from what, but I do really like how June looks here. And I think this definitely is an outfit June would wear pre most of their story, which I will eventually go into. My mother is trying to get me to design her a ram tattoo because she is an Aries and really likes star signs. And I have, but that was my first kind of a rough attempt. Let's back the other way. I'm a mess. This is when I started watching Sakamoto Days. I adore the character designs in this show. I love him I love Mr. Sakamoto, especially because it makes me remember that I need to draw characters who have different body types. I really like this drawing of Sheen. I just think it looks good. I love his face and his hair here. And this is kind of like a Hades design that I was kind of roughly working on, but I never really finished. Here are some more Naruto drawings alongside an Apothecary Diaries, Mao Mao. I love Mao Mao. She's great. I hate her with Jinshi. I will never ever ship her with Jinshi. I'm sorry. He annoys me so much. I love him as a character, but I don't want him with Mao Mao. She's into women. More Naruto. My friends draw in my sketchbooks sometimes and then write in Russian because I can't understand it. But I think this just says fish. This page is almost falling out, and that sucks because it's one of my favorite pages in this sketchbook. I had this awesome sticky note. It was a friend who gave it to me, so I don't have it, a ton of them, but I drew BU on it because of course I did. I drew a bunch of random colors because I was in the mood, and like shapes and like symbols. I like this mouth. It's from like a guideline thing of when you want to draw a mouth open and the face is angled, you should draw the inner cheek with the same shape that this part of the mouth is. More Susie. I really enjoy this drawing of Susie, just probably the red and blue kind of vibe of it. We have Maya in the middle of her skirt there, and then Maya again down here. We have just a random girl. I was trying to draw someone sitting, and I enjoy the perspective on the legs and the colors. I also really like this drawing, the flow and the posing. Just, it's very good. I really enjoy the way the shapes work here and how it feels. Just feels like a natural drawing that I really enjoy. That's still the other way. I am a mess. This is an ink spewer, kind of like me trying to get the official chart, looking up the class and the attacks and such. There are a couple random drawings of chameleons down here and a pufferfish. These are some Pokemon, Fakemon designs that I never really finalized. I'm not super into Fakemon. And that, my friend, is Kakuzu and Hidan, because I have a problem. These are some crow studies I did, for various reasons, but I will talk more about that in a second. Again, more Fakemon kind of designing. I was drawing my friend rock climbing, trying to get the forms down, some frogs. I really am fascinated with them when they blow up their throat pouch. Wow, yeah, that page just does not want to say it. Anyway, I was drawing the shapes of forms of crows because I have to draw a character who's kind of crowy. I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and I gender bent Itadori because I thought it would be fun, and it is cute. I never finished this Fushiguro, and I'm kind of mad about it because I love this dog. Okay, ready to hear me complain? Because it's going to happen a lot. These are lions. I cannot draw lions. God, I hate drawing lions. Who decided this? Who made lions such a hard cat to draw? There are a couple of good ones. I like the center one and this one kind of, but their face is just so hard to stylize in a way that makes any sense. Whereas you compare this with these cheetahs I drew. I love this. The shapes, the form, the lines. It's so good. I love this one. I love this one. I love the face here. I love this one. They're so cute and amazing, and it's nothing like the stupid fucking lions. This is just a silly drawing. I had to take a piece of paper and glue over that mouth because I hated it, and I couldn't stand when the rest of the drawing was so cute. I was rewatching Haikyuu for the 50th time and drawing volleyball, and then gender bending all the characters because I love doing that to Haikyuu specifically. If you can guess at who's who, leave it in the comments. Yeah. I really enjoy drawing bumping, specifically, because it makes the body go in fun ways. This was a very basic plan for a school project I had to do. I believe it was showing the elements in, like, a comic, like, elements of, gas. Like, gas laws, yeah. Boyle's Law, Charles' Law, all those types. This is a Roblox character that my brother had me draw. as a person who wasn't Roblox. I don't know who this is. I think it's from Forsaken. I don't know. Don't correct me. This was a zine I had to make. It was like a food. We had to make 3 recipes and make a zine. I made soup. Big soup. More planning. This was for my final project last year. I wanted to do like a game screenshot thing of like this kind of almost like, you know, oh god, DDL dancing game. There's like some menus, some character design, posing. This is the main character, some sort of axolotl ballerina, and then a snake villain who was her dancing partner. Here was her turnaround. This was brainstorming. We had to do a style study. I obviously chose Arcane, because God, the character design in that show is on point. Punch yourself. This was a kind of a buffer filler project my teacher had me do because I am ravenously fast at completing school projects, and I was so far ahead of the class. It was a problem, actually. We had to do stylized recreations of a famous portrait. I did Girl with a Pearl Earring, and we had to obviously, you know, kind of figure out how to draw her first, and I really enjoyed it. It was very fun. This was probably one of my favorite projects of that year. We had to research the styles we wanted to put it in. I was drawing some random animals I saw on Pinterest. These are okay, but then you come down here. Oh my god, these 3 are excellent. These are excellent. These are just great. This was some brainstorming. At the time, I was still really into Genshin. This is a cockatrice sculpture I had to make. I planned out and made. I'm very happy with it. It's very cool. It was a fun sculpture. That wing kept breaking constantly because it was so thin, but in the end, I defeated it. So last year, I went to Greece over March break, and there was this iron bull in one of the museums we went to, and I sat down to draw it, and then a random old Greek lady came up, patted my cheek, and told me I did a great job, and then she left, and I don't know how to take that. We have another Casper. He doesn't really look on model here, but I do like his arm. We have a Zim. We have Cole, who I really enjoy the posing and the style of here. My friend requested I draw a bird being held. Yeah. This is sort of a design for Ajdaha from Genshin Impact. I don't play anymore, but when I did, I was really interested in Zhongli and his story specifically. Hidan! Love him. He's everywhere. He's my baby. But yeah, continuing from that, this is Guizhong, a design I made for her specifically. She's kind of like dusting. I like it. She still died in this story I made, but she was like brought back as a ghost. This one I love. This is Osile, my Osile design. He doesn't have pants on. That's just a bunch of chains. Yeah, I made him look really fishy, and I like it. And this is his wife, Beisht. She's chained to his head with, like, a crown. This was me practicing drawing Osile's little silly skirt. These are some view panels. I need to cut these out and put them in my sketchbook, but... This was planning for another project, but also we have this girl from, I can't remember her name, but she is Sakamoto's daughter, and a siren, which my mom also thinks would be a cool tattoo. These are evolutionary stages of a whale that I made out of clay. I don't know who this girl is, but I really enjoyed drawing her, and she just came out randomly with this cute little pose, and I think it's nice. Again, from Sakamoto days, a couple drawings, a glass-bellied frog, trying to draw out. This was the positioning. I made them on like this canvas and I stood them and then I glued them in order so they would like kind of walk into the water and evolve. Again, another kind of one. If you want to take a look at all of them, be my guest. But that is it. Yeah, that's the sketchbook. I really hope you enjoyed. To anyone who watched the last video, I thank you a ton. This is still something I'm super nervous about, but I have plans, and I hope they'll be entertaining for you all. That's all for today. I'm Mace the Undead, and we'll see you next time.